Johnny, and this is another John Clare Countryside Wildlife Gardening video. It's a chilly spring morning, and I'm here today to advocate basically the opposite of gardening, which is to just find a small patch of your garden and just to let it go wild. Here we're quite lucky that we've got two lawns. We've got one in the front and one in the back. The one in the back is pretty much given over to your normal sort of garden, so the kids playing around, guinea pigs eating it, but we leave little patches here and there to go wild. But in the front we've got this bigger patch of garden lawn, and when we moved in I thought, ooh, that's a perfect area for a wildlife pond, but I thought before we do that, let's just leave it for a year and see what comes up in case there's anything interesting. And I'm glad we did, because there is some interesting stuff here that hopefully I'll be able to show you later. So here we are, here's the lawn. It's got a few sort of coarse grasses in it, also has quite a lot of moss. Not much in the way of flowers, and I think one of the few things that we could do here is to actually sow it with some wildflowers and just to get it a bit more interesting. But if we have a look, there are, at the moment, we've got lots of daffodils starting to spring up. There are some other things like yarrow, there's some bedstraw here, yeah, but nothing of great interest. We do have some borders around the edge. I say borders, you can just about see them, and very messy borders. Again, I can see some foxglove just there. There's some daffodils around the edge. We've got some bramble over in the corner. I like bramble, a good bit of bramble. And then coming back, we have some very boring ornamental shrubs, and they lead on into a very boring sort of evergreen hedge. We then have an ornamental cherry tree, and there's this sort of lower, thicker, bushy mallow, which will have some flowers on it later on in the spring. Yeah, nothing very interesting, but what it all does is it just provides a little bit of variation and structure around the lawn, which is useful and provides slightly different habitats. Okay, so just a few pointers on the few little bits of intervention I do with this garden. The main thing is that once a year in the autumn I give the front lawn a good hard mow. We don't have any sheep here to graze the lawn, so just get it nice and short in the autumn. And then similarly with the shrubs and the hedge, do the same thing, give it a good cut back and then just let it go. Looking at the hedge, I can see that I forgot to do it last autumn, but doesn't matter, it's absolutely fine. And then the only other thing that I will do is I get my trusty friend here, the rake, and I will actually rake back small patches of the lawn just to expose the earth and provide some bare ground, which is just another bit of variation to go in the garden, providing hopefully some more interesting niches for some of the other insects and things that are here. So hopefully we'll see you a little bit later in the spring and I can show you some of the stuff that will hopefully start to pop up in the garden. Thanks very much.